Hello, everyone. I'm going to be reading from Matthew 24. The Coming Woes is kind of the title of this chapter in my Bible here. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Now, world here would be, in their eyes, the Gentile world, because they were talking about the kingdom. When will this kingdom be? And it's not coming when he dies on the cross. Now they had a vague understanding of this. They didn't completely understand it, but they knew enough that from what he taught them that wasn't going to be when the kingdom would come. When they would later learn that Israel would be scattered to every nation. So that's not when the kingdom would be. It would come again, because he promises a comforter will come, will teach you all spirit of truth, and he will judge. So they knew enough about that. So, the end of the world, though, these terms are in our minds about what the end of the world could be. And obviously in 2023, it's not hard to find these things going on in the world: the earthquakes, the famine, the pestilence. Pestilence is disease. Got plenty of that going on right now. And it also, a few verses down, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Well, Christ is not a term that Emmanuel would have used. He would have used Israel, because we are to be his children of Israel, and that is the name that he promised through Jacob, that his people would be named. Now, it's not the country that's over there now. They serve two masters. They serve Gentile and Israel, so that's why they have LGBT, and they basically serve all these nations like America. So they're not standing up and fighting for God's laws and commandments. They are not Israel. So many shall come in my name and deceive many. Now, many is hard for a lot of people to understand, but Christians definitely got it wrong, because they're looking to put the blame on one person, and they call it the the Antichrist. And right here, that dispels that, because it says many will try to deceive you. So the Christians are sitting in a church or going to church, and they could look towards the front of the church, and there's your many. Many. That means the whole world. So that is a build up to the end times. Many will come in my name, saying they're me, or saying they have the authority of me, which is, they're able to give their own laws and ways of doing things and belong to my church, and this is how you get saved. So only one can issue those things and decrees. It's the one that is throughout the Bible. Nothing has changed. And then, of course, they preach that things have changed. They say, oh, it's different from then. You don't have to follow the laws and commandments. You're saved by grace. They say that he died for you, all your sins on the cross. And no, that if you read Leviticus 26, he died as a payment, because it was a payment for a future that he would bring back a remnant. So what people call Jesus, his name is Emmanuel, was a sign for the last days, that he would come again. Not Christians preach that, he died for all their sins. That's not true. He scattered Israel into the nations, and then they served those nations. It was a curse. As you read Leviticus 26, you'll see that was part of the curse. I'll make you serve your enemies. So they're in all the nations for 2,000 years. We're entering to the third day, so that is the 3 days of darkness. So a lot of people don't understand Revelation, is they're looking for things to come that really a lot of it has happened because you were in darkness. There was no light in the world. You killed the light. Emmanuel was the light. He was the Father in flesh, and you killed him. And he said he would go away. He would take a rest, and then you would serve your enemies. So you were in darkness. You were in hell for 3 days. You were dead. You were dead to him because you didn't know the light. And you served false light. You served these false teachers for all these years. And that's why this tribulation is going to be so horrible to people, because they're going to realize that they were serving all these false teachers and doing idolatry and all these false teachings of rapture and on it goes. That everybody's thinking, oh, my relative went to heaven, and none of that's true. I know that a lot of people won't understand that, but he brings his witnesses back to the earth, and I am one of them. And you can hate on me, but some of you are going to want to know this truth, and doing my best to do it in short little videos. Excuse me, it's not the easiest thing. So these will probably be, multi-parts. Again, you will know, the sheep will know him by his voice. I do have a book around here. This is where I'm getting this knowledge, this book here. The Words of the King of Israel, written here by Adam Joseph Kianika. Say, no sign is given, but you will know him by his voice. You will know him by his words. He is the Word made flesh, so that's what you should be looking for. Not the flatteries and the easy things that these preachers teach you in their churches. Thank you. Bye.